Hi, my name is Edna De la Cruz and I'm going to be making some royal icing. Now, it is very important that for royal icing you use metal surfaces or glass because royal icing doesn't like grease. So here I am with my sifter. I already sifted 3 cups of royal icing, and every time I sift my icing I make sure that it's completely level so we don't have any excess of sugar. In baking, your measurements should be level. You need to sift the sugar so you get rid of the clumps. I usually use a spoon and just help it go down faster. There's plenty of sisters in the market. I just prefer this one. It's just simple and fast, and those that you go like this make my hands really tired. So basics is always good. Now, like I said, 4 cups of sugar. Now you're gonna take some meringue powder and you're gonna use a tablespoon, and you're gonna do the same as you did with the sugar. You're gonna make sure it's level, and you're gonna put 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2 and 3. After you do that, you're gonna put 5 tablespoons of water, and this might change depending on your house. Now, you put it in your mixer and you start mixing, and start in a very low setting, and have your water handy because you might need some water, more water. It depends on your house. In some houses even 4 tablespoons would be enough. My house usually goes up to 6. You see how it's slowing down, so I need more icing. And more water, and I put my other tablespoons until it starts mixing easier. You hear that? I don't want that. So I'm just gonna go slowly and add water until I see that the machine is going smooth on the icing. Now, that's how the royal icing looks when it starts mixing. You see, it is not a soft icing. It is a medium consistency icing. It starts in maybe a kind of like a candlelight color, yellowish. You're gonna leave this mixing for 7 to 10 minutes until it forms soft peaks. You see, it is smooth. I said before it's soft peaks, but they're supposed to be hard ones. So you need to have hard peaks in it. It needs to be smooth and not runny. If it's runny, it's not the right consistency. And you can make it softer depending on what you do, but if you're making flowers, make sure not to add too much because it tends to melt the flowers. You think it's the right consistency and it tends to melt the flower. So after you've done this, you take your royal icing and put a moist towel on top and close it. Now, remember this. When you're making royal icing, it stays good for 2 weeks, but the first few days are the best days to work with it. So I usually prefer to use it as soon as I make it, because the longer it stays without using, it changes consistency and it gets softer, and when you're trying to do some other stuff, it tends to melt. So the faster you use your royal icing, the better it's gonna be. If you need to store your flowers, make sure they're completely dry. Give them a few days until they're completely dry and store them in a box, dry box. Never put royal icing in the fridge. Moisture will kill anything that has royal icing. So make sure it doesn't go in the fridge and it's a dry place. The same goes for royal icing before doing them as after you've done your flowers. The flowers will last a long time, so you can do them ahead and store them as long as they're store dry and in a closed place where, you know, nothing can get to it. You're fine. They'll be fine, so you can use them. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please email me at edna@designmeacake.com, and I'll answer any questions. The recipe is on my website, www.designmeacake.com. I hope I'm not missing anything. Thanks for watching. Ta-ta.